We are called to, well, a couple things. The first one is, in one of my videos, I said that I was always truthful, and I'm not always truthful. I'm not always anything that's not sinful. Like, I'm gonna sin for the rest of my life, whether I want to or not. I still have grace and I have God that helps me not sin, but I still am going to sin because I'm a person. And it's bothered me since I said that, and since I didn't put anything in the video saying that that I'm not always truthful. And then so and I think also the devil will use that to try to be like, you're a liar. You're not real. You're not true. You're fake. So there you go. If it's not clear, I do sin. Um I was watching a video on YouTube that I didn't really know that I don't have TikTok. So I don't know what they do on TikTok. But apparently people are praying and they're making it seem as if they care about God, and people feel like you shouldn't pray on video. But I don't know where that comes. Well, I mean, I understand the scripture that says don't like pray for the Pharisees like the Pharisees do in Matthew chapter 6 verse 5. It says, "And when thou prayest, thou shalt not be as the hypocrites are, for they love to pray, standing in the synagogues and in the corners of the street, that they may be seen of men. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward." The thing is, I do think people probably do make being a Christian performative, but I think we have to have more level of discernment of what is Christ centered and what's not. And it didn't occur to me that people may think that other people that are praying are fake. Because even when you see some people, you may be like, liar. But God knows more than we do. So even if it seems performative, which sometimes it is, there's also sometimes where it's not. So ask God, like, you gotta look at the people's fruit. You have to look at what they're doing and really see if they're for God or not, and if that's someone you need to be following. Because at the end of the day, we're supposed to be following Christ and looking up to Christ, not people. So I don't know what to tell you about that one. Just, if the fruit is Christ, then it's Christ. If it's not Christ, then it's given Pharisee, or it's given performative. But I don't think it's cool just for us to be like, oh, they can't pray. Because we need prayer, y'all. I need prayer. Sometimes when I'm having a tough time, God will give me a prayer, okay? So, like, I'll hear a prayer that I needed. That's sanitizer. But anyway, yeah. Some people have authority to pray. Some people don't. Ask God. Anyway, and then another thing that I felt pretty bad about was in one of the videos I talked about how I helped a homeless guy. I gave him a Pop-Tart and I cried in the video, and I felt bad about it because I felt like my intention was to talk about it, to say that, not that I'm this, that, or the other, but the intention was just, you don't know what you do can help other people. But the thing was, I told about helping somebody, and we're told not to talk about what we do in secret. And I don't want to do that, because in Ephesians chapter 5, verse 12, for it is shame even to speak of those things which are done of them in secret. And it also talks about, like, just being silent and letting God reward you in private. It talks about in Matthew chapter 6, verse 4 through 6, that thine arms may be in secret, and thy Father which seeth in secret himself shall reward thee openly. And when thou prayest, when thou shalt not be as a hypocrite, for they, I just read part of this, but anyway. But when thou prayest, thou shalt not be as the hypocrites are, for they love to pray standing in the synagogues and in the corners of the street, that they may be seen of men. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward. And thou, when thou prayest, enter into thy closet, and when thou hast shut the door, pray to thy Father which is in secret, and thy Father which seeth in secret shall reward thee openly. Again, so yeah, we're supposed to go off in secret to pray, not like in the public like the Pharisees. Can we guarantee, well, one, can we guarantee that those people that are praying are doing that in secret? No, because we're not with them, but that's why you pray. And two, when I do things, I don't want to know. I don't want people to know, and I feel bad that I mentioned something I did in secret. Because I could have used a different example, but at that time, I just didn't think of it. And, you know, I let God down sometimes. I'm not gonna lie and say I don't. I do. And I get convicted of stuff all the time. And does it hurt? And be like, dang, I wish I knew that. Yeah, but the thing is, I did notice, and I just did not think about it when I made that video, which is, again, why I got convicted, and told, hey, don't do that, and I won't. But we have to have these conversations because it's important to be sanctified, and I want to be rewarded, so I pray we all, all really follow what God says we should do in private and take time with Him in secret, because that's what the scripture says. And I want to be rewarded, and I want to be sanctified. So, see you guys.